Hello, everybody. I want to just give some sage advice to people that have been going through estrangement, especially the newbies, people that are new to estrangement. And I want to say that discussing it with people that aren't in this situation can put the fear of God unnecessarily into others. Because when I was a young mom, estrangement wasn't prevalent. I just knew that I didn't have a good relationship with my own mother, so I strived to be close to my daughters, encourage them, build them up. By certain was not perfect, but I thought I'm going to try and let them know every day I love them and that they're valuable and I'm here for them. And so when it happened to me, decade and a half ago, there really was nobody else around that understood. And it wasn't until the last so many years, maybe 5, 6 years or so, that it's come to light. And I am in different groups for estranged parents and grandparents. And when someone says, "Oh, my daughter passed away," or never estranged, or my mom passed away and she didn't come to the funeral, it those kind of posts are tough. And the reason I don't discuss it with what I call lay people, people that have not been touched by this, is because I don't want to unnecessarily put fear into them and negate their life and lessen their existence with their children. And I don't want them to parent in fear. I don't want them to overdo it or unneedlessly cause them to go above and beyond for their children, maybe pour more into them regarding money, etc. I don't know. I just know that I have met lots and lots of people, lots of young moms. I have a mom up the block from me who homeschools her 6 children. They're all under the age of 10. When we see each other, we chit chat, we talk about books, kids, etc. Like her kids, we just keep it light. I would never discuss this topic with her. Why? Because she lives for her kids, which most of us have done. And if I start saying, "Oh, my kids are estranged and they left and they never came back," it's going to cause unnecessarily a stress in her life, because she's at the place where I was. She'd say, "Oh, that's never going to happen to me." I also met a young mom. She has 4 under 4, 4 under the age of 5, maybe. And I touched on it one time. I said, my daughters, I have 2 daughters, but they're not around. And she said, "Oh, my kids would never do that to me. I paid for them," meaning it was in vitro. And so I said, "They probably won't." And I left it at that. I didn't want to say, "Well, it could happen to you." You just don't know until you're walking in these types of shoes, the shoes of estrangement. You just don't know. And who am I to say? Each family is individual, is different. Each relationship is different. Each child is different. Each parent is different. So that's why I kind of tell people who are going through estrangement, or that it's best to keep it under wraps. It's best to discuss it with people that understand. You can't even really discuss it in your own family, because you might be the only person going through it, and you may have family members that have sided with your estranged son or daughter. I think it's best for me. I share it with a couple of my friends. All know. My husband knows. His family knows. But we don't discuss it. It's not a topic of conversation, because I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer. I'm not going to be, "Oh, whoa, look at me. Woe is me." I won't do it. So anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Choose your audience. Um, don't wear people out. It's holy cow. I mean, I wore people out. I was a broken record. And then I realized I had to rein it in and get a hold of myself and shake myself up and say, "Knock it off. Let's keep it light. Let's keep it easy." And then eventually, after I accepted it, surrendered, and started to fill my life with joy, I had other things to talk about. So that's all I wanted to say, and I'll be back.